gyms, and the best Black-owned spots in America to experience incredible food, music, and Black culture. What really feels so good is seeing Black and brown people that look like me doing it big. Check out my brand new series, Savor the City. Premieres Thursday, April 3rd at 8 on TV1. Quality care, remarkable people. Eskenazi Health is looking for dedicated professionals who have a passion for their community. Named as one of the best employers in the state by Forbes magazine and the #1 health system in Indiana for community benefit by the Lown Institute. Eskenazi Health provides excellent benefits, competitive pay, and unwavering leadership support. Learn how a career at Eskenazi Health can benefit you by visiting eskenazihealth.edu/careers. At Christian Theological Seminary, we transform passion into purpose. Our PhD program in African American preaching and sacred rhetoric is hosting an open house on March 20th at 6:30 p.m. The program accepts applicants every 3 years, and we invite you to apply to the next cohort. CTS will accept applications beginning May 1st. Ready to learn more? Visit our open house in person or online Thursday, March 20th at 6:30 p.m. Register now at cts.edu. Education is our mission. Empowering communities is our goal. Explore how you can make a difference. One of the joys of working with Radio One has been that they actually listen. How can a partnership with Praise Indy serve your business? My name's Jake Stamper. I'm the president and CEO of Sagacity Consulting, a full-service marketing and advertising firm. Communication. I choose to work with Radio One because I have such respect for their ability to achieve a goal. We have served manufacturers to not-for-profits to retail, and the privilege that we have in working with Radio One is that they listen to the problems that we're trying to solve or the goals that we want to achieve, which each one of those very vast clients. Deliver your message to the audience that matters. My clients have been extraordinarily happy over the last 20 years with the results produced by Radio One. Text business to 71007 to take your advertising to the next level. Hey, Bonnie. Radio One does a phenomenal job at connecting with Good to see you on every level. Get results with Praise Indy. Stirring fiber, exercising, frequent trips to the store for more laxatives and fiber. Sounds like your constipation with belly pain is a lot to manage. But if your symptoms that keep coming back are signs of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, ask your doctor how Linzess can help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINCESS. For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details. WTOC AM, W236CR, Indianapolis. Get ready for a whole new level of inspiration, Indianapolis. Tune in to Praise AM 1310, 95.1, Indy's inspiration station, and let your spirit soar. The following is a paid program. The views and opinions expressed are those of the sponsor and do not necessarily reflect the views of Radio 1, WTLC AM 1310, 95.1 FM, and its management. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Hope
Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. It's top of the hour in Indianapolis on this beautiful day, March 15th, 2025 at 12:03 p.m. Welcome to Unity in the Community. I'm your host, Pastor James Jackson. Good to have you here with us. Going to have a great show on today. You don't want to miss it. Later on in the show, we're going to be talking about DEI versus MEI, which is the new measurement for how things are done with regard to making sure that everybody gets a fair shot. So we'll be talking about that here in just a little bit. But first, I want to say good afternoon. Hope that you're enjoying the afternoon and that you made it through the storms overnight. Tornado warnings were out up until about 10 a.m. this morning. I did talk to some people earlier who lost power and who had some other problems. So hopefully everything is back in order for you and your family. And we certainly thank God that things were not any worse than they were for our area. And let's continue to pray as we're into some interesting weather patterns this time of year. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot. And when not really hot, but warmer, I should say. And when that happens, you end up with some weather patterns that can be a little bit dangerous. So while we're enjoying some warmer days and then the cold weather comes in, sometimes it can get a little tricky. But anyway, I saw some people out on my way down to the station, downtown Indianapolis on Monument Circle, broadcasting praise AM 1310 95.1 Indiana Indies Inspiration Station. We're also streaming on social media, Facebook page for Praise Indy, my Facebook page, James William Jackson, and my YouTube channel, James William Jackson. So you can tune in, the trifecta there with social media or these two frequencies. So we got 5 different ways that we're reaching you on this afternoon. If you want to see who's saying what they're saying, you can by going to social media, or you can just sit there at home or in your car, wherever you are, and listen on the radio. Thank you for tuning in on today. I want you to know I really appreciate it. 317-972-3008, 317-972-3008. Again, that's 317-972-3008 is the number that you will need to call in and be connected to the show on this afternoon. Before we get going, let's pray. Father, we thank you for this time of fellowship. I thank you for all those who are in our listening audience. We thank you for this opportunity that we have to talk about issues in our community and the things that's going on in and around our city. We pray for the peace of Indianapolis. Your word says, when the city has peace, then we will all have peace. Never let any of us think just because we might have peace on our street or in our homes that we're exempt from contributing and doing what can be done to make for peace in our city. And also, we thank you that your word says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. So we thank you. We praise you for all peacemakers on today. We thank you for helping us. We thank you for holding us together. We thank you for your blessing upon our lives and everything that you do for us and through us. We give you the praise in Jesus' name. Amen and amen. Again, 317-972-3008, 317-972-3008 will be the number that you need to call as we talk about DEI versus MEI. DEI, of course, is diversity, equity, and inclusion, which has been obliterated nationally and statewide by federal and state authority, and MEI, which is the replacement. So, one of the questions you ask, if you're going to do away with one way of doing things, what are you going to use? And the new thing that's being used is MEI, um, which is merit, excellence, and innovation. MEI, that's merit, excellence, and innovation. So we're going to talk about those two, the pros and cons of the two, and get your thoughts because we're still kind of in on the early part of this, and we're going to be dealing with it for the next few years. And I want to hear what you have to say about it. I've heard a lot of different things. I'm going to give you my opinion here in just a little bit, but I do have a guest caller that I'm waiting on to call in to talk about the Shine pop-up that's coming up April 4th and 5th, 2025. This is a 2-day powering event designed to help midlife women shine. The midlife women. and we all have to go through that midlife. And this is hosted by Q Alexander and guest. And so we do have someone who's going to be calling in to talk about this in just a little bit, called the Shine pop-up self-care habits, interest, network, and experiences. It's a 2-day pop-up retreat, April 4th and 5th. April is just around the corner, and it looks like it's going to be a really, really great event. So we're waiting on. Of course, she called in just a little bit ago when the first show was on, and she's going to be calling back here in just a minute to talk about everything that's going to be happening with this Shine event. But I hope that you are doing something you enjoy doing on this afternoon. I hope that you and your family are safe. I was talking to a pastor who pastors on the far west side of Indianapolis in Hallville, and he was sending me some photographs of a lot of vandalism and a whole lot of stuff that's taking place out there in Hallville. Um, and he said there was just a lot going on with graffiti being put on buildings, churches, just a lot of different things. And then someone the other day I was talking to knows someone who has a business out that way that was broken into. And so let's be sure that we're praying for Hallville and the things that's going on out there. Just a lot of unrest in that area. Hallville has had been doing pretty good over the years, but there's some things going on out there, and let's just be praying for them that those things settle down and whatever it is that's causing people to go out and put graffiti on churches, even. So one of the pastors that had contacted me was sending me pictures and talking about the graffiti and the vandalism that was even happening to the churches. And he said that he believed it was because of some of the things that are happening with the Trump administration and some of the folks who are living in that area. So don't have all the particulars about that, but I did look at the pictures, and it's just a lot going on out there, perhaps in other parts of the city too, but especially in that area. So we certainly want to be praying for and doing whatever we can to help our brothers and sisters out there in Hallville where that is concerned. There's just so much happening across the nation. So many people being impacted and affected by some of the things that's happening with regard to citizenship and the tariffs and the economy and all those kinds of things. So make sure that you stay close to your family and friends, and make sure that you're working together with others to keep yourself safe and to do whatever you can to make sure that Indianapolis is a safe place to live. Again, the Shine pop up is going to be happening April 4th and 5th, 2025. It'll be here before you know it. We're halfway through March already. March is my most favorite month for a few reasons. One, my mother's birthday was on March 10th. My birthday is on March 27th, and my oldest daughter's birthday is on the 28th. So, a whole lot of birthdays that we celebrate in the month of March. I've got a lot of other friends and people that I love who also have birthdays in March. So, everybody who has a birthday in March, God bless you. God bless the March babies. We are absolutely the best, in my opinion. All right, go on to the phone. We got Wimberly on the line. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Hello, hello. I am here. How are you?
Great. How you doing?
I am great today.
Good. You've got something coming up.
Yes, I do. So, here in Indianapolis, April 4th and 5th, I'll be hosting Shine pop up retreat. And it's a 2-day event. It's geared towards helping midlife women transition and get their midlife glow up. That's exactly what the Shine stands for. It's your midlife glow up. And it's happening at the Evans Event Center here in Indianapolis.
We're excited about this. And I was reading over the flyer. You've got a lot of stuff that's going to be going on. Tell us or tell the midlife women who this is designed for, what they can expect in those 2 days.
For sure. So just like anything with age, it goes out. So sometimes we just need a little bit of more polishing up, a little bit shined up, and that's what we're gonna do here at Shine. We're gonna start off, like kick it off on Friday night, which I chose to do it this route, which we have a pop out party where we'll have Q Alexander's blow up bar. which will be offering complimentary brow services, complimentary facials, complimentary makeup services. I know a lot of times when we get up into this midlife age, we fall into this, we call a functional freeze, where we're getting up, we're going every day, we're doing what we're supposed to do, but we're not doing anything for us, and we forget to prioritize our self care. So we'd like to introduce you back to that. Also, we're going to have some instructors here, which will be teaching us some new line dancing. And I do this because a good way to get a good result from the retreat is by breaking the ice the night before. A lot of times, I've been to workshops and retreats, and you don't really get comfortable until it's a few hours before it's time to leave. So you don't get the full retreat or the full experience. So I like to break the ice the night before with the pop out party. So you can get that. That's optional. If time don't allow you to do both nights, you can do just one day, which is the actual retreat. And what SHINE stands for is 5 pillars. And it's an acronym for SHINE. It's self-care, habits, interests, network, and experiences. And I believe at this age, to live this life intentionally and get the most out of it, you need to embody all 5 of those things.
Mhm.
So me, along with 4 of my guests who are specialists in these areas, they'll be not only speaking and taking you through their journey, but they'll be offering workshops along with their sessions to help you implement these changes into your daily life.
Outstanding. And if you could give us that definition again, you said SHINE, what those stand for.
So SHINE stands for self-care. We're going to get back into prioritizing our self-care. You're going to have habits, learning new healthy habits, interests, which is developing new interests and hobbies, which sometimes can lead to a skill, which can in turn into profit. You have your network, which is building your social network. Iron sharpens iron. You need to be around people, peers, who are doing the same things as you and going through the same phases of life as you. Then you have experiences. You need to learn who you are, test the threshold, figure out your midlife bucket list, try some new things. Just really figure out this stage because you are in a different stage. A lot of us are parents or are no longer parents. We're not empty nesters. Maybe we were married, but no longer married. Now we're divorced. Maybe we're still divorced, but still find out who we are in this stage of life because the kids are gone. Maybe we're still married, but again, transitions happen at this stage where we need a community. So
Yeah,
you can also find our community on Facebook and Instagram. It's the Midlife Sisterhood.
I like that. The Midlife Sisterhood, those of you who are listening, and you can also find information about how you can get registered for this upcoming event. Uh, you talk about Wimberley, and is that the right name for me to call you? Because it's QUE in the front of Wimberley, so I want to make sure I'm addressing you properly.
So I'm Q Wimberly.
Q.
Use my last name.
So I'll call you Q. Is that all right?
That's perfect.
All right, Q. So the self-care part really strikes me as so important. A lot of times, particularly with women, it's not until maybe the midlife that, and after, as you said, a divorce or something like that, that women say, well, I'm going to start taking care of myself. I'm going to start doing more for myself. So certainly this is something that we should all do um, all the time. But why do you think it is that women at midlife start thinking about self-care versus before that point?
Aging. I think a lot has to do with aging as well. A lot of things that you didn't have to do when you were 20 and you were 30, well, you may have to do when you're 40 and you're 50. And I think when you get up into this age and this time with a lot of, I would say, social pressure from social media, from TV, to look young, to be youthful. However, it's not important, or we don't have the time or the finances until midlife. Because when you're taking care of kids and you're putting them through, school, you don't have the funds to really indulge or the time to prioritize yourself. And it becomes available in midlife.
Very good. And I like that. And I hope that women who are listening themselves and also will tell others about this event. There's still time to get registered. And you are what we would call a serial entrepreneur. I'm looking at the flyer here. You've got several different things. Of course, the founder of the Midlife Sisterhood. Also, there are some other things you got out there. Tell us about these other three entities that you founded.
Well, yes, I've been an entrepreneur for quite some time. Most of people know me from Shoe Alexander Brow Salon. So I own a salon in Indianapolis, Indiana, that is also employee operated. So that functions every day. So that's where I've learned to transform. I've been behind the chair from quite some time, so I'm using my expertise from my beauty career over the last 17 years, along with my corporate career of 17 years. I was in pharmaceuticals for quite some time before my entrepreneurship. And then my life, what I've been through, my journey in helping women get to this stage of life and enjoy it. And then I also own La La Land Listings, which is my real estate property. We have short-term listings downtown Indianapolis. And then a lot of people know me from the Mist and Brick, which is a pizza restaurant that I opened up in 2019, right before COVID. And it became a sensation, not only just in Indianapolis, but nationally. We won quite a few Best Restaurant awards, and I competed across the globe with that pizza as well. Unfortunately, I sold it in 2023 to launch this endeavor here, which I have a very big passion for, which is the Midlife Sisterhood.
Well, I think you're right on it. And of course, pizza was the big thing back then. It was really easy, and of course, it was delivered. So, what a it was a bad time for the nation, but a great time for people like yourself. So, how
Very
about
bittersweet.
yeah,
Very, very bittersweet. I saw a lot of my, people in the restaurant business just go under because their food just couldn't stabilize through the transition and transportation. But then again, like you said, you got pizza, it's already in a box,
hmm
it's 800 degrees, it's already delivered. It didn't really change. It just really built up the culture. And then me being one of the first African Americans in Indianapolis, Indiana, being female as well, to really push I would say, push the envelope a
yeah.
little bit. So yeah, it was a good thing for us. It opened up a lot of doors.
What's the driving force for you doing all the things that you do? I mean, this is quite a bit, and it's impressive. What's the win that helps keep you pushing you forward?
I think it's just transforming and just being able to do it and showing women, showing people in general that you can really, if you can dream it, you can really do it. You know, and at first, and your you know, your the push behind it would change. Like at first, when it was the restaurant, it was my children. I have two grown sons that I wanted to bring into entrepreneurship, and they didn't want to go into the beauty business, of course. So we love pizza. We went into pizza together. But every different transition will bring a different level out of you. It'll have a different push as to why you're doing it. And for me, at this point, it's to show people that you can transform your life no matter what stage you're in, no matter what age you are, no matter where you came from, your background. None of those things even matter when you want to do something that you want to do. And I feel like because I crossed so many boards, I jumped so many far away, like from beauty to restaurateur to real estate. There's such a big gap in between. But you can do it. You just gotta want to do it.
Outstanding.
And now I'm coaching.
And you're a midlife coach,
I'm a midlife coach, so I'm 48 myself.
and
I
you put that
experienced
on the flyer. That's pretty bold.
mhm. And I experienced some things going into my midlife years at 40 because um, my mother didn't talk about it. She didn't speak about it, and a lot of times, and it's not her fault. It's because she didn't experience midlife menopause because in her day, when you went to the hospital and you complained about, you having some type of vaginal issue or hormonal issue, the first thing they want to do is a hysterectomy. So there were no other hormonal replacement therapies in place and things like that. So she couldn't relate because she didn't experience it. And so I went through a very lonely stage from 40 to 44. And I had to stop being lonely. I had to stop suffering by myself and ask for help. Although I was seeing the same OBGYN for the last 25 years, being comfortable to talk to that person about what you're going through, personally, was something I had to get over if I wanted to get healthy. So I encourage a lot of women to be more voiceful about what we want to, especially health wise, with our doctors, because suffering is a choice. And you don't have to. There's so many things that they do for us now in this stage of life. You just gotta speak on it.
Yeah. That's Shine 2025, April 4th and 5th coming up. Still time. It's 2-day event retreat, self-care habits, interests, networks, and experiences. We got Q Wimberly on the phone right now. You've got some awesome guests that are going to be with you. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about these three outstanding women who are going to be joining you. Stay with us. We'll be back after these messages.
In Los Angeles County, families are returning to heartbreak and devastation. Over 7,000 homes and businesses were destroyed in Altadena and Pasadena alone. Loved ones, livelihoods, and cherished memories are gone in an instant. Praise India AM 1310 and 95.1 FM proudly support Brotherhood Crusade in helping these families recover. For 57 years, Brotherhood Crusade has empowered communities. Your donation to the Wildfire Relief Fund provides emergency
But they can come in.
Okay. Shelter and supports long-term recovery efforts. Visit www.brotherhoodcrusade.org to donate
They gotta
today.
make a comment about this.
Together we can
They're
restore
making a
hope
comment about
and
this.
rebuild
Yeah,
hope.
she said she got a question about her.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I can bring you on after we come back from break.
From 8 to 9 a.m. on Praise Indy AM
Info.
1310 and 95.1 FM, where
No.
Willie J. Duncan
Yeah,
is the pastor.
they muffled.
Now at Menards,
I think she said
we have
C.
everything
C,
to add
B,
to your
something.
room.
E.
Easily create your dream kitchen.
Is
with
Wimberly supposed to
Clearview
still be on?
Cabinetry. With so many styles to choose from, you'll be sure to find plenty
Is
of
Wimberly
options
still
that
supposed to be
you'll
on?
love.
Okay.
Start your project today and save big on Clearview Cabinetry. Visit Menards.com to view our entire selection of Clearview cabinets today. Plus, check out the weekly flyer for many other great deals happening this week. For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details. Is your car still under warranty? No, not anymore. Well, my sister just got an extended service plan from Ox Car Care. It's Car Care? Yeah, Ox will cover our repair bills if anything happens to the car. New brakes, a transmission, AC, or engine problems. Plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance. We pay nothing on the repairs. Ox gets it fixed for us. Free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance. What's the number? 800-204-0255. Also, Ox has a 30-day money-back guarantee and is A+ rated on the Better Business Bureau. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike the other warranty companies. We should call now, 800-204-0255. The last thing we need is an unexpected car repair bill. Call it Ox Car Care. Call Ox Car Care for your free quote. 800-204-0255. Ask about our senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care. 800-204-0255. Or go to oxcarcare.com.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first before driving through the car wash.
Whoa, 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 no. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So if you want to save money, check Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Coming to TV One. I'm Chef Jannard Wells. I'm dishing the kitchen and heading out for some amazing adventures. I'm searching for hidden gems and the best Black-owned spots in America to experience incredible food, music, and Black culture. What really feels so good is seeing Black and brown people that look like me doing it big. Check out my brand new series,
Savor the City premieres Thursday, April 3rd at 8 on TV1.
All right. All right. Welcome back to the show on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in the capital city. On the line, Q Umberly, who is offering Shine. It's a pop-up 2-day event at the beautiful Evans Event Center, 1159 Country Club Road here in beautiful Indianapolis. It's going to be taking place April 4th and 5th. And you can get registered for this wonderful event, self-care, habits, interests, networks, and experiences. And Q, we got a caller on the line has a question for you, and they're going to talk about these awesome guests who are going to be joining you for this 2-day event. C, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, everybody. I had a question. Now, I've been diligent about my health, and I've been getting headaches and having some difficulties, and I'm being told that, I guess nothing's wrong. They did a blood work, and they say nothing's wrong. But I just had my house recently tested from the public health department for radon, and come to find out, mine is showing 8.7. So now I'm being told I need to get a radon mitigation system. So I was wanting to know, are there any other programs that you guys know of through the health department besides the state? Because I've already done paperwork there, but no one's returned my call to get back with me yet. As far as if I can get some kind of financial help, because I'm a senior citizen, get disability check, and I just need some help because they said the cheapest one's gonna be like $2,000 to get it, and I've been there 14 years. All to find out that I got radon coming through my house. Mm-hmm. And I'm still having headaches and sick, but they're saying they haven't found cancer, and it does cause cancer.
Yeah. Usually when people are selling their homes, this has to be done before you can sell the home. I've had that happen in the past. As far as
The house was built from the ground up. It's on a slab. The house was built in 2010.
yeah, and you don't have a crawl space or anything like that,
No crawl space.
and it's on a slab.
Brand new house built up from the ground up.
Yeah, it's unusual if there's no basement or crawl space. That's a little unusual, but I would say there's some reputable plumbers out there, and that's who usually ends up doing these particular jobs. And they might be able to connect you because they do this stuff all the time. They may be able to connect you to a resource that can help you. Have you called 211? Have you called 211 yet?
I tell you who I've contacted, National Radon.
Mhm.
I looked on the website. I also got a number from the guy that did the testing. Called that. Now that's the one that told me to the state office health building, and he did paperwork for me, and I signed it. I went down there and signed it immediately because I just found out this past Monday.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've been there 14 years, and I've been feeling sick. But I'm being told when I go for my appointments and they do my blood and like that, that they're not finding anything was as good as a blessing. But I mean, something's giving me these headaches.
Yeah.
Now. So, and I did call National Radon. It's a whole bunch of numbers, and then the IHC something. I don't know. It's a bunch of this. Indiana Housing Community, whatever. But,
have you called 211 yet?
No, I ain't called 211 because when I called the national line, it said to get in touch with your state within your state.
Yeah. Try 211. Now that's a really good resource. When we hang up.
Right. So, I mean, you said it really is in houses that are already built with crawl space.
Well,
normally get radon.
yeah, usually it's that way, but it can come up from the toilet too because it comes, radon comes from the ground, and it can come up through the plumbing in our toilets too.
Yeah, because the test they did was that RSSI.
Yeah.
It stayed in my house for 3 months. and it came up 8.7, which is not supposed to be over
Yeah.
4 point something.
Yeah. So
I just
call.
need help on getting the mitigation system.
Yeah.
Is what they're saying I need.
Yeah.
A
Call.
mitigation system I can't afford right now.
Yeah. Call 211. They have a lot of resources, and they may be able to connect you as a senior to some financial resources to help offset some of that cost. All right. So thank you for your call and comment, and let us know how that works out for you. All right. Q Wimberly is on the line with Shine Pop Up April 4th and 5th, a 2-day event coming up. You've got 3. And let me say to our listeners, the Midlife Sisterhood.com on the World Wide Web. The midlifesisterhood.com is the website you can go to for all the information to get registered for this 2-day retreat, April 4th and 5th. You got 3 guests that are going to be joining you. Talk to us about these 3 folks.
All right. So, yes, I hand selected these beautiful women, not only because they are specialists in the area that I picked them for, but they also have had some great transformational journeys. So to kick it off, we're going to start with our self-care, which is Tiffany King. She is the CEO of 3B Fit Body, Beauty, and Brains, LLC. She is a New York Fashion Week 2025 model, and she is a certified dream catcher. And why I chose Ms. King to lead the self-care portion of the workshop is because she's also a specialist in breath work, meditation, and yoga. She is a philanthropist in the city. She does a lot of free workshops in helping women and children steady their nervous system. So I believe that is the first thing we need to heal from the inside out. So we'll start with Tiffany King, and she will take us through meditation, and she will talk to us about the benefits of that and how breath work, how it benefits our body, and she will take us through her transformational journey as well.
Outstanding. And she's, of course, her age is there on the flyer for women who are listening at 51. She's going to be sharing this information. And talk to us about who else you got on there.
So next up, we got Dr. Kara Williams, age 40, and she's a PharmD. She is the CEO of Faith Strong Elite, and she will be heading our habits. Dr. Williams, like I said, she is a specialist and certified macro and sports nutrition coach. So she will be talking to us about healthy habits and a healthy lifestyle for your midlife. So she'll go over some exercises. She'll also talk to us about nutrition and macro counting so that we can get the best out of our diets and our workouts so we can have those transformations, give us more energy, help us sleep better at night.
Outstanding.
And then last but not least, we got Miss Nicole Woodson, age 42. And she is the Vice President of the Community Investment Act and Community Development Officer at First Internet Bank. And she also is the CEO of Floral Design Lab. And she will be heading our interest portion. And what she does at the Floral Design Lab is she makes manifestation boutiques, which each guest that attends the Shine Pop-Up Retreat will put together their own manifestation flower boutique, something tangible to take home, to remind them of this transformation that took place on April 4th and 5th.
Outstanding. It's going to be a wonderful event. You've got some exciting guests, and the things that you've got on the flyer are so exciting that you guys are going to be talking about. Any other thing you want to say about this before we end our time together on this afternoon?
Yes, we are still looking for lifestyle vendors. So if you are a vendor and you do not have to be midlife to vendor, but you have a service or a product that you want to introduce to this great batch of women, again, head over to www.themidlife.com and grab you a vendor spot, and we will see you on April the 4th, and that is for just that one night where we will be shopping and eating and dancing and getting makeup done and just fellowshipping amongst each other.
All right, Q Wimberly, thank you so much. We pray Godspeed where this event is concerned. This show is formatted to deal with community issues from a biblical perspective. And there's a scripture that says there's safety in the multitude of counselors. And there's going to be at least 4 at this pop-up event that can help midlife women. So all the best. And hopefully we'll do a follow-up at some point this year to talk about how everything went. So thank you for being our guest. You're a great guest on today. Bye-bye. And for C that called in, you may want to try the Indianapolis Neighborhood Housing Partnership. Again, that's the Indianapolis Neighborhood Housing Partnership. Their office is closed right now, but opens at 8 a.m. on Monday. And other seniors who are listening, if you need some resources to help offset home repair costs, the Indianapolis Neighborhood Housing Partnership may be able to help you or to connect you to some resources in Indianapolis that can help you. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, DEI versus MEI. We'll be back with more after this.
Where are you going to do those?
Are you looking for a source of inspiration and uplifting content? Log on to praiseindy.com for your all things positive and empowering in and around Indy. Whether you're on the go or
Well, good job, Shane.
Praise Indy brings you the latest news, focus, community news, and inspirational stories that touch the heart. Don't miss our latest
Bob waiting to speak to
I know Bob.
Bob.
He's seminar scholar. One of my seminar scholars.
Pulse of our community anytime, anywhere. Feel the spirit.
From
And be a part of something truly special. Visit us online today. PraiseIndy.com. That's PraiseIndy.com. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are
Man.
now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SOUND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SOUND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SOUND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
All right, welcome back to Unity in the Community. I'm your host, Pastor James Jackson. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in the capital city, March 15, 2025. Look at that. We're already halfway through March, and the first quarter of the year is almost over, y'all. 317-972-3008, 317-972-3008, talking about the differences between DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and MEI, which is the replacement, merit, excellence, and innovation. That's merit, excellence, and innovation. We're going to be talking about that. I'm going to go to Bob. Bob, welcome to the program.
Pastor Jackson, first of all, it's always an honor and pleasure to talk to you. And before I get started here, a very safe, healthy, productive, and blessed week to you, your family, and to your church family.
Thank you.
First of all, I want to touch on something you mentioned in the earlier segment about the Hallville situation with all the vandalism and all that. I live really near the Hallville area and drive through there actually just a couple of days ago. I'm driving down 10th Street there. I don't know where you know where that is.
Mhm.
It's despicable what these, I don't know what you want to call, have done to buildings and everything over there. It's deplorable. It's despicable. We're talking with some sick and really sad, defiled individuals here. And I don't mean to be judgmental there, but I think that's the truth. It's very insulting. And what needs to be done, there's somebody's out there that knows who did this, and their parents need to be held accountable for this too.
Mhm.
I mean, there's no reason or excuse for this kind of behavior. Now, I know you're getting into the DEI controversial issue here. Well, I'm sticking with what I've shared with you before in person and on this radio format. DEI, the D is discipline, the E is experience, the I is intelligence. There is no job, promotion, or whatever, public or private sector, that should be awarded or granted to someone based upon their race, their sex, not gender, folks, it's sex. You're either born male or female, okay? And who you're lusting after to have to do immoral things with. If it's based on that, I want nothing to do with you. But I go back to the word, as I emphasize, Pastor Jackson, discipline. Discipline. That's what it comes down to. And really, diversity is actually a form of segregation. You know, diversity, James, includes everyone. And like, I don't care what you look like or who you're sleeping with or what you're claiming to be sex-wise. If you know what you're doing and you are qualified to do that through education, experience, and know-how, you can do it. If you're basing it on what you look like and all that other stuff, see you later. But anyway, thanks for your time and have a healthy week, sir.
All right, Bob, thank you for your call and comment. 317-972-3008, 317-972-3008. And there's a lot of talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion that has been ended by a lot of businesses and the Trump administration. And of course, the governor of our state has also ended that for the state of Indiana. I don't know if you have been driving around 465, but when you get to the work zone area, when you're just about around there at Shadeland, headed toward Keystone, and that area right there, they've got a 45 mile an hour work zone area, and they've installed and they put a system in there to capture your license plate, your car. And right now there's a grace period, and they're trying to slow that traffic down around that area. There's a lot of construction going on. And so the maximum speed limit is 45 miles an hour. And now they've got cameras that if you are exceeding that speed limit by more than 10 miles, so if you're at 11 miles past 45, many of you all probably have received something in the mail. And I got a couple of letters in the mail. I'm trying to keep that speed down, and we're in the grace period, and I thought I had it together. And and it's really, for me, a little nerve wracking because you have people driving through our state. They don't know anything about this. People don't drive the speed limit. And I'm looking up in the rearview mirror trying to stay safe and trying to stay between 45 and 50 miles per hour. And that is really, really dangerous. So those of you in the state who came up with this, I do understand safety and all of that. But trying to keep it at 45 and 50 around that area is also dangerous with trucks coming up and people not using their turn signal, and somebody that will get out from behind you real quick and somebody coming up speeding behind them. is very, very dangerous. But there's a grace period. I'm not sure when that grace period ends, but they put that system in place to hold people accountable to that 45 miles per hour to keep the workers on the highway safe. So I shared all that for two reasons. One, so that you know that this is happening, but also with regard to DEI and the MEI that's taking its place, but more so DEI was a system, in my opinion, that was put in place to make sure that people do or hold people accountable to do the right thing. DEI is civil rights legislation, and civil rights legislation is not new, goes all the way back to the 1800s in our country. But the question is, how are you going to hold people accountable? I share with you my highway story, but if you're not going to use DEI as an accountability to hold people accountable to do the right thing, what system are you going to put in place to make sure that people do what's right for people? So I get it with the MEI, I get it with all of that, but people don't do what's right. People don't do what you expect. People do what you inspect. And hoping that people are going to follow the tenets of the 14th Amendment, which the MEI accountability system is supposed to make sure that people are doing right by people, where discrimination is not supposed to exist anywhere in our country. But I am not so sure that there are going to be people who have the power of the pen, influence, and who are supposed to be doing the right thing for particularly Black and brown people, that they're going to do it without some system in place to make sure that they do that. Regina Brooks, welcome to the program.
Yes. When you got people making decisions who have so much money to hire real smart people to give them the answers, that when the mic is in their hand, they can't come up with the real logical conclusion. That's why everything is tumbling, because they can't answer that impromptu fast, because they were not the ones that came up with that intelligent answer. So they look smart, but when the mic is in their hand, that's why they say, what you do in the dark, come into the light. So now with this LGBT and stuff, because we have a creator that made us all, even if I choose Jesus and you chose a mop, a rope mop is not going to tell you to kill a Swiffer mop. They have different tasks. So they come together to feed one another, but when you part, the rope mop learns about what the Swiffer mop do. It's not going to tell you to go kill the rope mop and be jealous of the mop, which shows you how stupid we are as a people. Now, we need to stop this mess, because the world is messed up, because whoever made the rope mop and the Swiffer mop is in charge of all wrongdoing. Evil would not exist if we just don't do it. If you don't do evil, it won't exist. So we need to stop this mess and come to the conclusion that we were all made by one thing, no matter what you choose to believe, and leave the wrongdoing part for whoever made us. If you follow your full instructions, that means mind your business when you depart. But when we come together to fix things. But when you depart, learn more about whoever you chose to believe. But leave the wrongdoing part up to whatever you think somebody is doing wrong, whoever they love. Now, nobody said nothing about shacking up and having all these kids out of wedlock when you were supposed to plan to have kids. Now, abortion clinics, who built the abortion clinics? So leave people alone about what building they go into to have an abortion. Somebody built these clinics, right? Now, welfare should have never paid for abortions, because poor people shouldn't have been keep having no kids. Why would welfare pay for abortion? Let the poor people that's shacking up pay
pay for their own abortions. Now, rape, you can't, how you gonna make a rape person keep a child? Make the rapist pay the abortion bill. That should be tacked on to his jail sentence. If you rape somebody, they pay for the abortion. You tack that on to their sentence. What is wrong with the government? You can't make a rape person keep no kids. What the hell is wrong with the world? Like, yeah, this is the world that God so loved. That's what that means. He loved all the people that are not taken in consideration to him, the creator first.
All right.
And whatever. We got everything mixed up.
All right. All right.
That's why the world is mixed up.
All right,
I love y'all.
All right, Regina, thank you for your call and comment. We got to move on. Joyce, welcome to the program.
Thanks for taking my call. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
I'm thinking that if you know better, you do better. And we all have gifts. Ain't none of us dumb or stupid. Ain't no question asked stupid. Okay, so we got to stop with the name calling. Y'all already know that. And unless we all rise, and that ain't just in here in Indiana, that's throughout the world, none of us are going to get ahead. They try to keep dissension and, distractions going on. But if we just gave everybody, treated people the way we will be treated, we might be closer to heaven. That's me, on my opinion, my 2 cents.
All right, Joyce, thank you for your call and comment. We appreciate you. 317-972-3008. 317-972-3008. For those of you who are listening, the pros of the DEI, as I understand it, promotes representation, addresses systemic barriers, encourages inclusive workplaces, supports economic mobility. That's what that was all about. The cons of it, by some who didn't like it, says it can be perceived as preferential treatment, implementation challenges, political backlash, equity versus equality debate. Now, with the new measurement that's being used, and I would say to Black leaders across Indianapolis, across the state, and around the region, to really research the MEI and to look into it. And if this is what's going to be used by our government, our statewide government, then we want to make sure that there's some accountability in it, the merit, excellence, and innovation. The pros of it, as I understand it, focuses on individual merit, simplifies hiring and promotion, avoids potential bias in DEI programs, appeals to a broader political spectrum. The cons of the MEI, as some say, ignores systemic disadvantages, may lead to a lack of diversity, assumes a level playing field, may weaken inclusion efforts. So how are you going to make sure that people are doing the right thing by people? Vendor contracts is a big one, making sure that Black people and brown people and other folks are getting their fair share of what's happening with all of the money out here. Going back to the phones, SJ, welcome to the program. SJ?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, welcome to the program.
Hey, good afternoon. Thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
I think that one of the challenges that communities have is they spend way too much time talking about the what ifs and how to politically respond to different moves of government and not taking more actionable measures to be able to respond to the moves of government. If we're shifting from DEI to MEI, then the question isn't how do we get a piece of it, it's how do we prepare our people to take advantage of what the new policies are going to be. All policies have to be lined out and laid out politically so that people can understand them and have a chance to respond. So if society is going to be merit-based, then the question is, do you have merit? If society is going to be education-based, the question is, do you have an education? Do you have a trade? Do you have a skill that is going to maintain or increase the income within your household? If you have those skills, and if you've educated yourself already, then you'll be fine. If you have not, then now is the perfect time to spend your time, talent, and resources educating yourself, gaining merit, gaining a trade, gaining a new skill, using some of the funds that you've gotten in previous seasons in order to fund your next season. I think ultimately that our people, that all so-called minority groups spend a lot more time debating the semantics of the situation than responding directly with actionable steps that are actually going to help our people progress in the long run. Thank you so much again for taking my call.
You're welcome, SJ, and thank you for your comments. And I think that it is important that if this is, and we're on the same page here with that, a lot of talk has, a lot of people have talked about this since things have happened. And we do need to make sure that we are preparing ourselves because we're going to have to deal with it for the next several years, and make sure that people are ready to get in there and make sure that you're ready for whatever it is that is supposed to be doled out to everybody. Everybody is supposed to be able to get a piece of the action, if you will, but you do have to get yourself ready for it. A lot of people are ready for it, but I also do believe that there are some people out there who are decision makers who have the power of the pen. And are they going to do the right thing by people? And what do you have in place to make sure that they do it? We're out of time. Thank you for joining us today. From all of us here at Praise Indy AM 1310 95.1. We like you, we love you, and you make us smile. Have a great day.